So today, I want to talk to you about becoming a world citizen. But before we do that, let me remind you of something that I've told you before. Mrs. Santa, the elves, the reindeer, we all work all year so that one day at Christmas we can give presents to everyone that we can find. But remember that you, every person watching this, have a great opportunity to give a present that is much more important and much more meaningful than any present you can get from Santa Claus. And what is it? It's time and a smile. Now, you might be 5 years old, or 8 years old, or 10 years old. But let me tell you, if you will get up and go and stand next to an older person, it could be your mom or your grandma or a neighbor's grandma, or just a friend who needs a friend today. You go to them and stand next to them and smile. And if you have the courage, you can say to them, tell me a story about your life. Now, if it's an old person, I can tell you, we love to talk about our lives. If it's a friend that needs some help and some attention, just go to them, smile, and if you have the courage, say, hey, what's going on? That is a greater gift than we can ever give you in all of your life if you're willing to listen and give your time. I can tell you that it is a wonderful gift. You feel good, the other person feels good. Now, let's talk about becoming a world citizen. Wherever you live, as you are growing up, you will think, well, this is the center of the world. But now, because you have a laptop, or you have a cell phone, or an iPad that you can use, you can inquire and see where other countries are. And you can see that maybe there are 150 different countries in this world. And maybe 150 different languages. And each country has what are called dialects. That is, the language is a basic language, but in many cases, it is spoken in different ways, and those are called dialects. Now, you will find that many people that live right around you, including this old man, this old Santa, there are countries that he never knew where they existed. He had to go to Indonesia to find out where it was, and to find out that maybe there are as many people in Indonesia as there are in the United States. Now, you have access to all the information that this old man does, and if you learn where 3 or 4 different countries are, you will be smarter than anyone in your family, or certainly anyone in your school. And when you look at these countries, if you inquire, and of course, I'm always encouraging you to be curious, find out what are some of those habits. Okay? Now, so for example, in the country of China, very often, instead of using a knife and a spoon and a fork, they eat with chopsticks. In India, when you greet someone, very often, someone will say namaste, which means I would like to be in your shoes, and it is a greeting. It's a very lovely greeting. Each country has its own systems of manners, so that when you take a look at your map and you begin to look at what the habits of that country are, when you eventually go there, which you probably will, you will want to know how to have correct manners in that country, and you will become a world citizen, which I encourage you to do. And thank you.